Alright guys, so just want to talk about Lina here. Very interesting. It looks very similar to ADA actually, on the bottom of the bear market. Now, just take this away there. They're not identical, of course, but you know, we have this long base, this long lead up. We broke up and above here we're bullish in a bullish 3-day apex. ADA, however, had, you know, failures and rollbacks down and failures again, rollback down, and then we came up into it. And but the first attempt, this is where we want to be looking at here at the moment. The first attempt at closing above the red 200 moving average. We can kind of see here that Lina, ADA had the same candle, a very almost identical candle, but it closed strong up the top, and then we rolled over. This is also closing strong, a big move up, and then you get the secondary candle. Can we roll over again? Now look what happened when we rolled over. You can importantly look at these moving averages. Look at these. This is a sign of strength. This is powerful here. This is what you want to see in an apex. Now you can see a similar sort of situation here when these moving averages are pushing up. They're coming up through, which will be there now to support price if price drops. So you can see here this dropped into the moving averages, whatever percentage drop that was or whatever, and then we bounced back up. Now it was fairly choppy, but it led to a 150% bounce in ADA. Now if we measure that, you can see right up here 170% bounce in ADA. So dips down here, for example, in the next few days or week could be fantastic if this can get some traction. It's always tough to know if this is going to run, because is this really going to run on the very first? This is the very first 3-day apex of potentially breaking out this year. I'm not sure if RDNT had one, but it's one of the first anyway. Now we can see, yeah, so this dropped back, and if I just scroll forward, if you remember what happened in ADA, right? What happened in ADA was we had this dip off the moving average. We broke out of the apex. That's 170% bounce. We got a 50% pullback or whatever that is. Maybe it's not even a 50%. It's nowhere near a 50% actually. We can see there. It is. Is that a 61% pullback? But anyway, yeah, pull back to a golden pocket, pull back to the red 200 moving average area, pierce below it into moving average, and then we bounce back up, and you can see what happened. We broke out of the apex and we absolutely mooned. Okay, so definitely something to take note of here. Do not fight the apex, guys. The apex is the most powerful pattern I have seen in 16 years of trading. The only thing I will say about it is that I think it would have been better if this was longer. Okay, see there's more length. Actually, let me measure that. It might be, my view might be skewed on it, but I just want to measure the length of this to here. So yeah, 68 bars, and this is 106 bars. Okay, so this is 200 days, this is 300 days. So it would have been better, it would have been nicer to have the extended length of the red 200 moving average. I'm not saying it's essential or anything, but for me the preference is you know, a longer lead-in. A longer lead-in for me has a better chance of breaking out. This still looks very powerful. Definitely need to watch it. For me, I will be watching closely on this, and over the next few days I will be looking to see if we do get dips into here. We need to be thinking about buying this. Okay, we need to be thinking if we get a good you know, stop hunt or a good level. You can see previous support, previous resistance now should act as support if this is strong somewhere into that level, and we can be looking to get long on that. Even if you already hold, you could get a futures position, for example. But there's definitely something interesting and powerful here, right? I always say do not fight the apex, and these alerts are going off. But yeah, as going forward next week, you can see dips here into the yellow and even the green moving average were buying opportunities. Okay, so we got to keep an eye on that, and that's on a 3-day chart, especially a dip into the green. If we can dip back in here to the green somehow, we got to be watching that.